multi-level marketing.
Multi-level marketing.
So a multi-level marketing is known as a pyramid scheme, a network marketing scheme, and a referral marketing scheme. Primerica.
I think that's my first.
So here in Houston, we have a lot of people that message me from Primerica.
Every day at LinkedIn.
So what they are doing essentially is they would message you and they would want to recruit you. The first line they would always use is, "Hey, I know it's a little weird that I'm messaging you, but I just wanted to see if you or anybody else you know is looking for a job or an extra side income because my office is hiring." Something along those lines.
Their office is hiring, and the other one I heard is their office is expanding.
Yeah.
All the time, man. You know.
Yeah, man. I mean, so a lot of times what I see these companies do, especially Primerica, let's just go ahead and go with Primerica at this point. What this company is essentially doing is they are, how should I say it? Whenever they market to you, to a complete stranger, what they would do is get you to come in and work with them.
Yeah.
Personally, I feel like if I'm working for a company and I'm, for example, let's say that they are financial representatives. Mm-hmm. If I'm a representative of a company approaching a third-party individual, what I'm going to be doing is trying to sell to you. Mm-hmm. Right?
Obviously.
Something like that. So if I'm contacting you, a total stranger, my goal is not to get you to come work with me. Logically, I would want to sell you something because it's a company.
Yeah, it's a company.
So it kind of pisses me off because a lot of times they're asking for people that don't have any experience. For example, they could say stuff along the lines of, "We're hiring people, no experience is required. All you need to do is pass a background check and be over 18." I'm guessing being over 18 is a legal age to get scammed. But
yo, you know what, Gio? I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna let you know. I don't know if I told you this, but I was actually part of the Primerica scheme when I was 16 years old. So when I was
did they change the rules or?
Well, I haven't been to one of those meetings since then. But when I was 16 years old, I actually went to one of those meetings, and they were offering high bonuses for every client you bring in, and you make them sign, and they sign up.
But actual
clients, what they were mostly telling you to do is to sell life insurance policies and all these other things. But they really were specifically targeting you to bring in more workers, so then you could work, they could work under you, and then.
But why? It literally here says Primerica scheme. A Primerica scheme allows you to get commissions for every recruit and also the recruits that these people recruit. So that's a pyramid. You're at the top, you get 2.
Yeah.
Each of them get another 2. You see where it's going. You're getting more people from the bottom. That's a pyramid scheme.
It is a pyramid scheme.
And every time they approach me, they're like, "We're hiring, no experience required."
Yeah.
In the finance industry. Personally, I'm a business student. I think you need a lot of experience to be handling financials.
Oh hell yeah, man. So imagine I met a couple of guys in the agency, right?
Yeah.
And I have a bunch of high school friends who do that. But if you ask me, well, if I ask them, my bad. If I ask them, do they know anything about assets, liabilities, and investments?
Like cash flow sheets. All of that.
They don't know shit.
They don't know. They probably know. You know what they probably know? Investment in what? Probably AAA series bonds, corporate bonds, T-bills.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they actually know.
I really doubt they know it, because honestly, when I was 16 years old, I wasn't able to do partnership with Primerica, but I was in their meetings. So I convinced they convinced me, because of their high bonuses, of every time you recruit somebody, you get like $100, or then you would be a millionaire by.
But that's if you get a lot of people, and those people get a lot of people, and it just keeps going.
But you see, for me, I'm a doer. So
Yeah.
once I heard, this opportunity, I'm like, let me try it. Let me try it. I'm very confident in my business skills, and so I'm like, yo, you know what? Let me go ahead and let me talk about it. So I started recruiting. So they made you do like call a list of people that you know and call them up, and then like be on their tip and be like, hey, would you like to buy insurance? Now, first of all, you wouldn't trust your money and your life insurance to a 16-year-old kid. And some of these young salesmen, they're young. I mean, I got nothing against young sellers, right? Because I'm a young seller myself. But I think the training they did for their staff was very low. So aside from just being, having them recruit, the training they give to the staff is limited. They sell them a belief, like you should be helping everybody because you know what, financial freedom is needed for you. And it is true. When you come and talk to me about financial freedom, I'm very huge on financial freedom, right?
Yeah, but it's a very basic idea.
It's a basic idea, but once you go into detail, how are you going to achieve it? How are you going to achieve it? And Prime America was, honestly, I don't mean to offend nobody, but I just didn't see the commitment needed to do it.
I keep hearing that in their meetings, they have a lot of hype talk.
Hype talk. Oh my God, yes.
So when they have hype talk, they're just saying, "Are you willing to put in everything? Yeah. Are you willing to go out of your way to achieve financial freedom? Yeah." And it just keeps going and going and going.
That hype, yeah.
And you're not getting anything productive. You're just pretty much scamming your workers still, because for example, if one of them feels discouraged, he feels they need to leave because he or she's not doing right, that little talk is going to convince her to stay, and it's just going to keep going. It's just an endless cycle where people are just wasting their time.
I mean, yes, I believe that 100% surely. And that's why high school students living in Houston, Texas, don't you dare sign up for pyramid schemes after.
Look, just go ahead and go to Glassdoor and go to Primerica. I keep seeing complete scammers. Just Google Primerica Reddit. Primerica's a great place. The atmosphere. I'm pretty sure that these that are giving good
reviews are probably like agents in there.
Are the people that are trying to get recruits, obviously.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these reviews are actually pretty bad, talking about, hey, this company's complete bogus, So I'm pretty sure if I wanted recruits and I wanted to convince somebody to come work under me, I would try to get them, and I would try to set up a structure where they could also get people. And all of this would be through Glassdoor. I'm going to have them see the good reviews, try to convince them as to why they should come work with me. And that's it. They're not getting anything.
Yeah.
How do you expect to actually get a finance job if you don't have any experience? I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure they give you the certifications, but you got to buy them.
You got to buy, and then they charge you beyond the tests. They probably charge you, a test might cost you $100.
Yeah.
They're charging you $500 or something like that. That's what one of my friends told me. But I wouldn't do that, man. Like I'm a firm believer that if they're selling you an idea, for an amount of money, and you're not the sole partner, like the second guy of the company, that if anything goes wrong, you could take money off of it. If you're not, and you're gonna put in work, and you're not able to take cash flow out, I believe don't do that business, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. For me, I love making money, and I love seeing an opportunity that's worth it.
Yeah.
And I hate when youngsters come out of high school and they have a belief, somebody sells them an idea that you could be successful and you could make so much money. But to be honest, many of these kids don't even have a job experience.
Yeah, and it kind of kills me whenever they're talking about entrepreneurship, because a lot of these young students are actually very motivated. It could actually potentially even kill their motivation to be an entrepreneur, because you're not an entrepreneur if you're working under somebody.
You're not. You're not.
You're not an entrepreneur that way. And I kind of see it as an insult, actually, to real entrepreneurs. But I guess that's all for this video. You know, oh my God, I hate multi-level marketing schemes with a passion, man. But
are you wanting to make $5,000 for bringing in your friend?
Man, be quiet, man. I hate
If so, come to my meeting on this weekend. We're gonna have a bunch of high CEOs, diamonds, and stuff.